Hey guys, and welcome to Animal Crossing Guide on how to breed flowers in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, there are 8 types of flowers in the game, which are roses, pansies, tulips, lilies, cosmos, mums, windflowers, and hyacinths. However, your island will only have 3 of these flowers native to your island. For example, on my island, I only have roses, pansies, and windflowers. You can tell these by going to your store and also seeing them around your island, just growing naturally. And you can buy seeds to all these 3 flowers that are native to your island from the cranny over here at this little shelf here with all the seeds. You can see if we go right in here, we have orange windflowers, red windflowers, white pansies, yellow roses, yellow pansies, and white roses. I think the colors do change between the 3 normal colors. Like I've had whites, reds, and yellows be purchasable in the store. I think it changes daily. So when you've bought the seeds, you can basically stand over a spot where you want to plant them. For example, I'm going to plant these red pansies just like that. What you're going to want to do is plant them in a diagonal shape, right? So you're going to go over here and do something like this. And I'll get to the point very soon. We're going to be mixing different colors to create new colors, and then you can use those new colors to make other colors, because every flower is breedable with its own species. Of course, you can't breed roses with pansies. You can only breed different color roses with different color roses. For example, this bottom row here is actually red roses that are currently growing, and I've got yellow ones right above it. What this will actually do is when the red ones are grown to full, like these yellow ones here, they won't actually change color. They stay in, this is their final state forever. They'll never change. But if you water all of these, and if the red ones are grown, they will actually have a chance to spawn a new type of rose in this little spot that I'm standing in here. There's a percentage chance that it could either be a yellow one, a red one, or even hopefully an orange one. As you can see, I've marked here with the orange little board just to remind myself which color I'm trying to breed. So next to any type of flower that you have, for example, now if you look at these pansies over here, you'll see this yellow one, for example, is connected to this yellow one by its radius. It's, if you consider like a little square drawn around the flower, it's connected to this yellow one, and it's also connected to this red one. What this means is that this flower can breed either with this yellow one or with this red one. And if it breeds with the red one, it has a chance to make a orange one. And it can either spawn over here or over here. But if it breeds with the yellow one, it will probably make a new yellow one in this spot here. This is just kind of example area. I should actually have another kind of red close by and everything, but this is just my experimentation. This is actually a yellow one that spawned right over here. I can actually show you an example of where I bred 2 white ones of roses to make a purple one, because 2 white roses make a purple for some reason. And if you have, I'll show you the guide on screen in a second on how to breed all the different colors to make different rare colors. Like for example, roses actually have the rarest color in the game, is that it's actually a gold one, which you basically have to breed 2 red flowers, our roses, to make a black rose. And when you water a black rose, it has the chance to breed with another black rose, or like the watering can, to make a golden rose next to it, which is pretty neat. But that's like a little bit later in the game, and I'm not time skipping, so I don't have a golden watering can yet. But for this case here, you can see I've got white roses all over here. Now when you mix whites with whites, they actually make purple. So I've got a purple rose here that grew the other day, and I'm very chuffed with that. That looks pretty cool. And I've got an even bigger farm here with some windflowers. You can see I've got red and orange. Now I just planted this yesterday, actually, just by stealing them all over my island and just putting them nice and neatly like this in diagonal rows like this, but only taking 2 slots. So red, red, orange, orange, and then red, red, orange, orange, if you kind of see the pattern that's going on here. Now what these can actually make with the red and orange windflowers, they can actually make pink windflowers. So I'm hoping to see in a few days some pink windflowers in between, which would be pretty cool. As long as you water the flowers. If you don't water them, they don't really have a chance of spawning them that frequently. It might take days. But if you water them, there's a good chance that you'll come back tomorrow and see that there are little saplings growing in the different slots, and then you can just pull out your shovel and see what they are. For example, if I want to see what this red flower is here, which obviously we can tell it's a red windflower just by looking at it, you can see red windflower plant, and now we can plant it back there. It's also helpful, for example, where you don't know what something is. So let's say something new spawns like this, you're like, what is this? Okay, so let's have a look. You dig it up, and it's a orange windflower stem cell seed. Stems, basically, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. A neat thing to do with all these flowers is that rare creatures can spawn on different colors. So you can actually bring new types of butterflies or rare butterflies, more commonly, depending on how many flowers and different rare flowers you have on your island, that can sell for quite a bit more. You can also sell the actual flower petals itself just by going to the flower and pressing B and, like, just taking the petals off and selling them at the shop. But they don't sell for too much. There are much more efficient ways to sell or make money from flowers in the game, just from getting the bug spawns, to be honest. It's also a nice idea to keep all your flowers on one side of the island, because that leaves all the bug spawns that come from flowers to all spawn in the same region. So I keep catching mantises and that, like, pink mantis thing, and they sell for quite a bit. I think it's like 4,000 a piece. It's really decent for just, like, just coming outside my house and going, oh cool, there's just catch a few bugs off of the flowers here, and I've got 10,000 bells for absolutely just having a nice flower farm. It's also a cool kind of, like, interesting way to decorate your farm, your island, with new different colored flowers. Like, for example, if you look at roses, we can use red and yellow to make orange, we can use red and white or red and red to make pink, red and red to make black, white and white to make purple, and then there's like a red and yellow kind of vibe that can be made with orange and white, orange and purple, and red and purple, and using that new one to make blue ones just by mixing it with itself. So there's a lot of breeding that goes in around here. If you look at the guide here, it basically shows you what two colors you need to make what color, and then you can use that color later on and, like, move it around. Like, for example, I can move my purple flower to a new location and I can breed it with orange or red roses, and then I'll have a chance to make the red and yellow roses, which are quite rare, where I can breed those together to make blue ones, Or I could just get red roses and breed them together to make black roses, and water them with, like, a golden can and, like, make the golden roses. But we'll have to wait for a bit until we can do that. I hope this guide was efficient in helping you in understanding all the different types of breeding methods with flowers and how to get different colors. You can see all the colors have been out throughout this video. Thanks for a guide from EU Generations. Been very helpful in actually understanding how to get the different colors and, what the different flowers' names are, which helped immensely, because at first I was like, I don't know what these flowers are. There's like these ones, and, like, different ones, and they all look so different. It's so weird. Like, pansies and windflowers confuse me, dude. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys trying to grow flowers on your island? Or what colors are you going for? Like, I'm trying to breed as bunch of pink ones as possible here. It'll be pretty cool. But eventually, I actually want to try get red roses, which are right at the bottom of my, like, rose farm here, which are still growing. And I want to try breed the black ones, because that'll be cool, like black roses. That just seems really cool. I don't know, like, I want some black roses. Maybe even eventually some blue ones. Blue roses would be cool too. Black and blue roses. That would be dope. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in a future Animal Crossing video. Thanks for watching.